Hey everybody, Miss Andre here. Happy Friday, or as I like to say, Friday. All right, I hope you all had a fabulous day today or are having a fabulous day. Here in New York, it was super warm outside and sunny, so hopefully you got the chance to get out there and enjoy it. All righties. There's a special holiday coming up on Sunday, and I'm sure many of you were wondering when I was going to mention it, seeing how a lot of the books I read this week had nothing to do with the holiday. And the holiday coming up is Father's Day. Okay, if you are watching here from the United States, we are celebrating Father's Day this Sunday. Okay? I know if you're watching from other countries, you guys celebrate Father's Day as well, but it may be at it on a different month. Okay, so our Father's Day is going to be Sunday, and it's obviously a day we get to celebrate our amazing dads, right? Not only our amazing dads, our amazing uncles, our amazing grandparents, right? All the amazing men in our life who are there to help raise us and provide for us and give us support when we need it, right? Dads do so much for us. And like the book says, my dad is an undercover superhero, right? Dads are superheroes. How are they superheroes? Well, I'll leave that to let you guys decide, okay, as we read this book. How do you think your dad is like a superhero? Well, what I will discuss with you though is some characteristics of a superhero, okay? And when we want to describe a particular person, we use adjectives, okay? Or we call them describing words. So, for example, if you see like a flower, you would say, oh, the flower is pretty, right? It has pink petals, it has green leaves, right? You're describing what it looks like. If you saw a dog, right, you would say, oh, I saw a black dog with white spots, right? Description words are really important when we are reading, but also when we are writing, okay? Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So going back to superheroes, okay, I want you to think now of some adjectives or some describing words when you think of the word superhero. What do you think of? You think of someone who's really brave, right? They're not scared of anything, right? They're also very strong, right? They got big muscles, like a protector, right? They protect all the people from the bad guys, right? Um, some superheroes wear capes, right? That help them to go super fast. Right? So superheroes are also very fast, and they're also very smart, right? They're always thinking of plans, right? How am I going to help save the people? How can I defend the people against the bad guys, right? So they have to be very smart. Okay? So these are a couple of adjectives that I think of when I hear the word superhero. Maybe you were able to come up with the same ones or maybe some different ones. Okay? All right, so I want us to think of those describing words as we read, and we're going to compare our dads to superheroes, okay? Because believe it or not, dads are superheroes undercover, which means you can't really tell they're a superhero, right? Because superheroes usually wear capes, but dads wear an invisible one, right? We can't see it. All right, so I want you to think about your dads and all their awesome qualities as we are reading this story, okay? Okay, oops. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Guess what? We found out that our dad is an undercover superhero. Isn't that so cool? Right? I know you guys love your superheroes, right? Batman and Iron Man and Captain America, right? All those, the Hulk, the list goes on and on and on, right? Can you imagine telling somebody, though, that your dad was a superhero? You would feel so cool, right? This is me, and this is my brother, right? Just like you guys might have brothers and sisters that you live with, right? And then you have your mom, hopefully, and your dad, right? Your family. And that is our dad. Does he look like a superhero, though? Mm-mm. Right? What do superheroes usually wear? They have that cape, right? Sometimes they have a mask to cover their face. What else? Sometimes they have a special uniform that they wear, or like a costume, right? And what else? Sometimes they have like a special power, right? Like Batman can turn into a bat. Spider-Man can have the cobwebs, right, shoot out of his fingertips. The Hulk, really, really strong. He could damage everything, right? Superheroes have a special hidden talent. Okay, so Dad, does he look like a superhero? No, right? He has no cape, no mask, no cool costume, no obvious superpower, like jumping off of a building, or like I said, changing into a bat or shooting the spider webs, right? No cool car, right? Sometimes our superheroes, like Batman, have that super cool car, or no wings. Sometimes superheroes have wings to fly around. So, how did we figure it out? So if Dad doesn't look like a superhero, then how is he a superhero? Think about your dad, okay? And again, think about all those adjectives that we thought about before we started reading that a superhero would have, right? And let's see how our dad is like a superhero in that way, okay? My dad is super. He always goes above and beyond when he helps us, right? Our dads help us a lot. How do they help us? They fix things when they're broken, right? Like it says here, he fixes our bikes, right? If you have a flat tire, or if one of your toys is broken, right? Or let's say you're trying to play on your computer and something is wrong with your computer, he'll try to help you fix it, right? Dads will always try to fix things. They're very good at fixing things. And he takes us on picnics, right? So he'll take you places, to the park, right? To the playgrounds, maybe to a restaurant, maybe not now because of the virus, but once the virus is over, right? Takes you on fun trips, spends time with you. So that is how he is super. That is one of the adjectives we are using to describe Dad. Super. Okay? My dad is a hero. What is a hero, right? A hero is somebody who helps others and is brave, right? He is great and brave and has fine qualities, right? Not afraid of anything, sweet, helpful, kind, considerate. These are all the adjectives or all the words that we use to describe a hero, right? A good person. He eats big plates of green vegetables. He puts up our camping tent in the rain. So, putting it up in the rain means he's not scared of getting wet, right? Um, Daddies will do things sometimes that we might be scared to do. I know, especially for me growing up, um, it was me and my three sisters, and then my mom and my dad. And I know sometimes in our house, right, you might see like a little tiny bug or a little spider, especially in the summertime, right? And of course, me and my sisters would freak out. We'd be screaming, crying, and we'd always run for our dad. And he'd say, "What's the problem?" Like, "There's a spider, there's a spider." And then he would either bring it outside or he would kill it, depending on where it was. And we thought he was our hero, right? Because he helped us out when we were in a very scary situation, I should have said, or very scared, right? And I'm sure you guys can think about a time you were very scared, right? Maybe you left your bike outside and it was a really bad thunderstorm, and maybe the thunderstorm was scaring you, right? Because the thunder can be really loud sometimes. And then you started to cry because you were worried about your bike being left out in the rain. And maybe dad said, you know what? No worries. I will run out in the rain, in the thunderstorm, and I will get your bike and bring it inside for you. That's really being brave. He's being a hero. He's helping you. Okay? So I want you to think, how is your dad super and how is he a hero? Right? Superhero. Okay. An undercover superhero wears a disguise. A disguise, right? Like a mask or a cape, right? Or a costume. Does daddy wear any of those things? Hmm. Let's see what dad has been wearing lately. Dad flying a kite. Okay. Dad eating a big bowl of ice cream. Dad making his bed. Okay. So he's acting kind of undercover, right? He's doing normal, everyday things, although daddies do so much for us, right? So, what things does your dad do at home? Does he do some of these things or does he do other things? I know one thing my dad did when I was growing up is he would love to sit in his chair and watch TV. So if you ever wanted to know where dad was, we knew he was sitting in his favorite chair watching the TV. That was his spot, right? And I'm sure you guys can agree with me and probably name a special place in the house where you will always find dad, right? Or doing something in particular, right? If you have a dad that likes to build things, maybe he's always in the basement, right? In his work area, maybe he's building things or creating things, okay? If you have a dad maybe that likes electronics, maybe he's always on his computer, right? If you have a dad that likes to cook, maybe you'll always find him in the kitchen. Dad watching me at dance. Dad getting our favorite pizza. Did you notice anything yet? He always looks like a dad. Dad is disguised as a parent. He is undercover. Right? So you'd never know he's a superhero, right? He's just being a dad, doing what all dads do, right? He is undercover. Okay? Does your dad maybe watch you participate if you're in a particular sport, right? Does he go to your basketball games? Does he go to your soccer games, right? If there's particular food that you like to eat, does dad go and get it? Okay, I'm sure you have a lot of similarities with your dads, like the dad here in the story. Dads do a lot of things for us. Okay, put it all together and you have one undercover superhero dad. Does a lot, right? So even though he looks pretty normal, right? He's a pretty special dude, right? He does lots and lots of things for us. Dad has no idea that we figured it out. We just have one question left. What is his secret mission? Every superhero, right, has a secret mission. Nobody knows about it, right? It could be protecting a particular item, right? Guarding a special item so that nobody else touches it, or maybe helping to save someone, right? So, what is Dad's secret mission? Being an undercover superhero. What do you think your dad's secret mission is? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so we started our own undercover investigation. Okay, And then it says, my brother and I casually acting as kids right under his nose. So the kids were just acting like themselves, right? They're observing him. He's watching the Lone Ranger. Okay? So when you investigate something, you pay a lot of attention to it. Maybe you follow it. You watch its every move. So they're going to be watching their dad because they want to try to figure out what is his secret mission. Okay? So there he is watching TV, like a lot of your dads do, right? I know, especially on Sundays when there is football, right? Now, pay close attention because you are going to want to remember a lot of this when you investigate your own dad. Okay? And now he's making pancakes. But see, when you investigate your dad, my friends, okay, if you're going to try to do this, you have to be very secretive about it. You know what that means? Dad can't see that you're watching him. He can't know. Okay? So you have to make sure you hide in a good place where he cannot see you, right? Because if he sees you, he's going to say, "What are you guys up to?" Right? And then he's going to blow your cover. So if you want to investigate, you got to be very secretive about it. Okay, we decided to make 3 lists all about Dad. We had a lot to investigate. Okay, so they're going to use all the information and all the things that they saw to try and come up with his secret mission, what it was. Okay, all right, list number 1, great acts by Dad. So number 1, he fixed Raggedy Ann's eye in the middle of the night. So here's Raggedy Ann, the doll, okay? Number 2, taught us to tell time in an old-fashioned watch. Can you find the watch? There it is. Okay, number 3, reads the same bedtime story every night. Little Red Riding Hood. Can we find that book? There it is. Made glue out of flour when I ran out at a party. Okay? Okay, there's the flour, and it looks like here is the mixture, right? And all the items he used to make the glue. Okay? And number 5 takes us to visit Grandma. Where's Grandma? Here she is. So this is all the nice, wonderful things that they witnessed Dad doing, right? And I'm sure your daddy has done a lot of these things, right? I'm sure your dad has fixed your toys, maybe when you're sleeping, right? Maybe he teaches you a particular skill, like their dad taught them how to tell time, right? Maybe your dad teaches you not how to drive the car, but the different parts of the car, like how it works, right? Or even maybe how to ride your bike. Um, Number 3, reads the same bedtime story. I'm sure you guys at night like to have your nightly bedtime stories before you go to bed. And I'm sure you always want Dad to read it to you, right? Okay. Number 4, makes glue out of flour when you ran out at a party, okay? So he kind of comes to your aid when you're in an emergency situation, right? You could always call up Dad and he'll always come to your rescue. And the last one takes us to visit Grandma, right? Unless you're lucky enough to have Grandma live with you, then he wouldn't have to take you, right? Or maybe he takes you to see your cousins or your aunts or your uncles, right, that live far away, or even your friends. So daddies are good for all of these things, right? And I'm sure that you could probably add, right, like another 5 things to this list that maybe your dad does that's so great, right? Okay, now this is the second list, and it's brave acts by Dad. It says number 1, take spiders and bugs out of the house. Oh yeah, I told you guys my story, right? My dad is awesome for that. Number 2, uses the lawnmower to mow the lawn. Okay, many of you may live in apartments, so you don't have grass that Dad needs to cut. But if you're fortunate enough to live in a house with a very big lawn, you are going to have to cut that grass, right? I know some people usually get a company to come mow the lawn, but I know when I was growing up, my dad always cut the lawn. Okay? Number 3, helps with math homework. That is super brave, especially now with Common Core, right? I'm sure Daddy tries to help you as best as he can, right? Because I'm sure the math he learned growing up, now it's completely different, right? So he's kind of learning it along with you guys, but he tries, right? I know when I was growing up, we didn't have Common Core math, and my dad would try to teach me, and it just whoop went right over my head. It never worked with me, math. I was never very good at it. And he tried. Oh, he tried. Went outside in a blizzard to feed the pigs in our farm. I mean, I don't think you would have pigs. If you do, that's fabulous. But if you don't have pigs, right? And if you have a pet, a cat, a dog, a bird, a snake, I'm sure Daddy does lots of things to help them, right? I know my dad would go out in the middle of blizzards and thunderstorms to walk our dog. And we appreciated that a lot. He didn't want us to go outside, but he said he would do it himself. Okay. Came to America on the Mayflower. At least I think he did. He's pretty old. Okay, that's a long, 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 long time ago. The Pilgrims, the first Thanksgiving, right? So I'm sure if you go back in history, right, your great 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 grandparents probably came to America, right? Or maybe your grandparents did, or maybe your own parents did, right? From another country. That's really brave, right? Why do you think that would be brave? They don't know the language here, right? The language, the people, the different foods, the different way of living. You have to be really, really brave, right? So that makes sense. Okay, so here's the spiders and bugs. And the pigs, right? Walking them in the blizzard, the Mayflower, and all that fabulous math that is super scary. Okay, list number 3, Dad's fine qualities. Number 1, sits with me when I feel sad, right? That is the best. Dad hugs when you're sad, right? He'll listen to you. He'll try to make you feel better, right? Number 2, likes dogs. My dad likes dogs. He actually never really wanted a dog because he was allergic to them a little bit. And then my younger sister kept asking him, and we finally got one. Ooh, that man loved that dog so much. I swear, that was his little buddy. Number 3, took us on a trip to the Lost Sea, and we did not get lost. So they take you on fun vacations, right? Oh, I can remember awesome vacations with my dad. He always took us to really fun and exciting places. It was always very good. Likes to coach baseball and softball and watch on TV. So, daddies are usually more into sports for the most part. Okay? Some daddies are not, and that's okay, right? So this daddy in particular, their daddy, likes to watch sports on TV and coach baseball and softball. That's okay though. If your daddy does not like sports, it doesn't matter, right? He's still an awesome dad. Okay. And let's see. Oh, number 5, it looks like they crossed it out. It said eats cabbage cheese with sugar. Oh, eats cottage cheese with sugar. Ew. That sounds kind of gross. No, wait, that's just strange. And he also eats sugar sandwiches. Hmm. I guess that's why they're saying he's fine, because he likes sugary things. Does your dad like to eat lots of sugary things? I know my dad doesn't, especially growing up. He might have ice cream. He liked ice cream sodas, like ice cream shakes, I should say, every now and then. But he wasn't very much of a person that liked to eat sweets. Like if we had a birthday party, um, and like we have birthday cake, he always wants like the tiniest piece, and sometimes he'll share it with my mother. So he doesn't really like sugar, which is good. Number 5, gets to bed on time. Does your daddy go to bed early or does he go to bed late? My daddy always went to bed super, super late. And he would always say, I'm not tired, I'm not tired. And he would fall asleep watching TV. And we'd always say, just go to bed already. So he doesn't have that quality, but maybe your daddy does. Okay. These three lists have some very impressive examples of dad's behavior, right? They're showing how he's brave, how he's great, and all his wonderful quality, right? The things he likes to do and the animals he likes and just things that make him a really great person, right? So now it is time to figure out dad's secret mission. What do all these lists have in common? Right? So what is similar between the three lists? He's great, he's brave, and he has good qualities. What do you think, my friends? Let's predict. What do they have in common? Hmm. Does dad do everything all at night? No, right? He doesn't take you to places at night. He doesn't help you out when you're sad only at night, right? All at home? No, right? When you're at school and having a bad day when he picks you up, right? That's a good example. Does dad do everything outside? If he's reading you a story at night, that's not outside, right? Does dad do everything all with a friend? Does he have somebody helping him all the time? No, right? Mommies and daddies do work together, right? But sometimes mommy is not around, right? She might be working or cleaning or cooking, right? So daddy will help. Okay, so who does dad spend the most time with? Me and my brother, right? Or you and your sisters, or if it's just you, you and your mom, right? But mostly you. Dad's secret mission is all about us. That's what his mission is, to be helpful and understanding and always helping you guys because you guys are his children. Okay? It's very, very important job, wouldn't you say? It's a very important mission. Wow, Father's Day is every day. That is something to celebrate. This is true, right? Just like I say about Valentine's Day, not just one day a year, my friends. Every day, you should be telling Dad how much you love and care for him and how thankful for you are for him. And the same thing for Mom, right? Mother's Day also, it's not one day a year. Okay, Dad's mission number one, teach us to do great things. He does teach you, right? He caring about other people and helping them whenever you can. Lots of things that are broken can be fixed and make time to do fun things, right? Daddy's probably always telling you, be nice to others, right? Donate your old toys, you know, try to be helpful towards others always, okay? If your toys are broken, I'm sure daddy always tells you, no worries, we can fix it, right? Not a problem. And always making time to do fun things, whether it be fun activities or fun trips, right? Okay, his mission number two, teach us about being brave, being very strong, right? We can do things even if they are hard. So if you are trying to do a writing assignment, right? Or you are trying to spell a word and you're having trouble, you can do it if you try, okay? And you shouldn't be scared to try. We can do things that are a little bit scary. Ooh, so if you go to an amusement park and there's a scary ride and you tell daddy, oh, I'm too scared to go on that ride, and dad says, don't worry, you can do it, you're very brave. Wouldn't that make you want to go on that ride? Mm-hmm. We can learn math and other hard subjects. I love that last one. Especially for Common Core, guys. Don't worry, you guys can learn it. And you have been learning it, especially now. Thanks to your amazing parents with the virtual learning, right? You've had to do it not in school. And I know that's been even harder. So give yourselves a pat on the back because you are able to learn the math and do those other hard subjects also. Good job. And kudos to mom and dad for helping you guys. Okay, mission number 3, teach us to have fine qualities, good qualities, right? Be polite, be kind, always tell the truth, and have good manners, right? I'm sure daddy is always telling you this. Be nice to others, use kind words, don't lie, right? Because daddies know when you lie, and have good manners. Say please, say thank you, say you're welcome, say I'm sorry. Always teaching you. Take good care of your pets. Do your daily chores, brush your teeth, get plenty of sleep, always be willing to share, and listen to your parents, which is the most important one, my friends. Listen. Your parents know what they are talking about. You might say, oh, they don't know what they're doing. Yes, they do. And when you get to be my age, you'll appreciate them even more, okay? Your parents love you a lot. You need to listen to them, okay? Mommy and daddy know what they are talking about. So look at this. There's so many things, right, that dad can teach you how to be a better person, right? Okay. We did not tell dad that we figured out a secret. I was so excited that I could hardly keep quiet. I decided there was only one thing to do. So, what is his secret again? What's his secret mission? To take care, right, of his children, of the boy and the girl, right? Hey, Dad, I love you every day. And, Dad, just in case you ever have a secret, I want you to know it is safe with me. Isn't that sweet? So, you guys have to make sure every day you tell Daddy how much you love him. Our secret undercover investigation is hidden in my top dresser drawer. Sometimes we take a look at the lists and share our favorite memories, right? Because they got a lot of good memories on those lists. Important. Dad still has no idea that we did an investigation. If you meet my dad, do not mention this book. It's our secret. Okay? So, can you guys, do you think you can keep a secret? I hope so. Okay? Now, let's get to the important part. We think your dad could be an undercover superhero too. Surprise! We made a top secret undercover investigation packet just for you. It's at the end of the book. Whoa! So you guys can do your own investigation of your own dads and make a list just like the boy and the girl did in this book. How cool is that? Okay? And that is the end. Okay? And here is the website, okay? If you look here for that undercover investigation packet, it might be a cute idea since Father's Day is coming on Sunday, right? Maybe you can investigate your dad tomorrow, okay? And make those lists, and then you could give it to him on Father's Day. I think that would be a really great Father's Day gift. He'd probably get a real kick out of what you observed him doing, okay? All right, and I think they even show it here, what it looks like. Okay, so if you go to that website, I'll show you the website again. You'll be able to print out these pages. Okay, I think this is so cute. All right, and then it has a bunch of questions that you have to circle yes or no. Okay, and then you have to check off on the checklist. What does dad wear? Right? Does he look like a parent? Which sounds kind of funny. And then it shows you the 3 lists. What are 5 things you see daddy doing that are so great? Just like we read about in the story. What are 5 things you see of how daddy is being brave, really strong, not scared of anything? Okay? And the last one, what are 5 things you see of how daddy is being such a nice person? Okay, fine qualities. And then an extra page for other interesting things about dad. So, you know what I think would be cool if you guys did? If you're going to print this out and do it, maybe on this last page, you can actually draw a picture of your dad, okay? Or you could draw a picture of you with your dad, or maybe you, your dad, if you have a brother or sister, and your mom, right? A family picture. I think it'd be very, very cute, and he'd like it a lot. Oh, and here we go. And then it's asking, just like it did in the story, those lists you made, okay? Does he do it at night, at home, outdoors, with a friend? Okay. And here, I like this a lot, and I think Dad will appreciate this. It says, put a check by things your dad has been teaching you to do. Daddy, I think, would really appreciate this, right? Look at this huge list. How does Dad help you? Okay? All right. And then the last part, you're going to check off. Is Dad super? Is he a hero? Is he undercover? Does he have a secret mission about me? Okay? And it says, if you checked every statement as true, you may go on to the next page. And then this one says, congratulations! Your dad is an undercover superhero. Exciting stuff. Dad will love that. Okay? All right. It says if you're going to keep this a secret, find a good hiding place, right? You don't want Daddy to know that you're doing this investigation, right? Maybe Mommy can help you if you need some help, or your brother or sister. Okay. Give your dad a hug right away. Tell your dad that you love him every day. And then you could also share it with your friends so they could do it with their own dads, okay? All right. So, that was a great book about dads and how they are superheroes, right? We learned all the different things that they do for us and how we can compare them to a superhero. Now, if you think, or if you can remember, I should say, before I started reading this story, I had asked you guys, right, to think about all the superhero qualities and how your dad is like a superhero. And I'm hoping now that after reading this story, we can see how much Daddy is like a superhero, or that your dad is like a superhero, okay? Hopefully you made that connection, okay? So, as an extension here, you can definitely do this investigation of your dad, okay? Like I said, if you are younger and you can't really understand the directions, you could have your brother or sister help you. I think it's a wonderful keepsake, and I think it makes a very cute gift idea. And I know you guys weren't in school this year to make a gift for Dad, so this is definitely a gift that he will enjoy a lot, believe me. But make sure when you investigate that he doesn't know, okay? Another extension that you can do, or another idea for a Father's Day gift, okay? And this is something I did in my reading class last week, and they really did a great job with it. My pre-K kids for Metro kids, you did awesome. Um, is you can draw a heart on a piece of paper, okay? And you could write Daddy on the inside of the hearts. And then around the heart, what you can do is write different adjectives or describing words for Dad, okay? So for example, some of the words that we wrote in our reading group were strong, brave, funny, sweet, hard worker, okay? You could do that also. That's another, wonderful gift that I know your dads will appreciate. Okay? Um, Another extension in regards to this story is draw a picture of what you enjoy doing with your dad, or you can write about it as well. Okay? Or you can draw a picture of why you love Dad so much. Again, what is something he does for you that you love about him, okay? You can either draw or write about that as well. You can put that actually in a card, like make a Father's Day card and put that on the inside, again, as like a little gift, right? Um, an additional extension is draw your dad as an actual superhero, right? Because we said they're undercover, right? They don't got that special costume or a cape or a mask. But I want you to try and draw your dad as a superhero. What would he look like? Okay, would he have a special costume? What would his superhero name be? What would some of his qualities be, right? What would make him a superhero, as we read about in this story? Okay. Um, And there was something else, and I can't remember. I'm hoping it will come to me in the next 10 seconds. Oh, yes. Okay. I finally remembered it. Father's Day, remember, is not just one day, okay? And I'm not just saying this about the dads or about your uncles or about your grandpas, whoever takes care of you or lives with you, but it's also for the moms too, okay? Moms do a lot for us as well. And I know we have a day just for moms, Mother's Day, but it shouldn't just be one day a year, okay? So starting tomorrow, I want you guys to make an effort every day to tell either your mom or your dad how much you love them and give them a big hug, okay? Tell them, I love you, give them a big hug. That's it. And if you are old enough, you could tell them, I love you because today you helped me, you know, when I was really upset after I lost, the computer game, or, I was really upset when I broke my toy, but I love you because you helped me fix it, whatever it might be, okay? If you are old enough, try to explain to mom or dad one thing they did that day that makes you love them so much. Okay, I think it's really important that we let mom and dad know how much they have been doing for us each and every day, especially now, I think, with the virtual learning, right? Mom and dad have become your teacher, and it's been really hard for them, believe me, and frustrating because they're not used to being a teacher, okay? You could thank them for that. You could say, Mom and Dad, I love you so much because you've been teaching me every day, and I know it's really hard. Okay? Because at the end of the day, my friends, mom and dad just want to hear that from you. They want to feel loved and they want to feel appreciated just like you guys do. Okay? So try to make an effort every day, starting tomorrow, to tell them that you love them and what they did that makes you love them so much. Okay? All right. So that'll do it for tonight. I am going to try to do one more read aloud tomorrow to celebrate Father's Day, except tomorrow's read aloud is going to be about the grandpas. Because I know a lot of you out there, grandpa takes care of you, so I want to celebrate them as well. So you guys can look forward to that tomorrow night. All right? Okay, that'll about do it for us. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Stay well, stay happy, be kind, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you all tomorrow night. All right? Take care. Bye bye.